fans, we certainly hope you enjoy those flashbacks to the past as much as we do bringing them to you. Now, as we told you, coming up next week, right here on TSN, it will be former heavyweight champion Nick Bockwinkel going against Curt Hennig. And Curt, come on in, if you will. Now, Curt, Bockwinkel is on record. Promoters all throughout the country are talking about the fact that 1985 is seeing a new Nick Bockwinkel, very different, much more aggressive inside the ring, and in all honesty, willing to do about anything to win.
Well, that's exactly right. The people have seen what the man can do in the past, and this is something I've studied on. You know, I've been around professional wrestling all my life with my dad in it, and I've followed Nick Bockwinkel for a long time, and I know what the man can do, and I know what can be done about him. I've wrestled the man one time before. It came out in a draw. This is something I'm really looking forward to for the simple reason, a win over Nick Bockwinkel. He held that AWA Heavyweight Championship belt for 8 years. A win over him right now in my career would project me right up into the ratings.
Well, Curt, you've got to be going into this with a great deal of more confidence, already having wrestled Bockwinkel to a draw, proving you certainly belong in the same ring with him.
Well, that's right, and that's why I've watched the films, I've trained, and believe me, I am ready, Ken.
All right, fans, that match coming up next week. Now, in just minutes, here they come, as always, with their ever-present spray can. Gorgeous Jimmy Garvin, you're about to step into the ring against the Clawmaster, Baron von Raschke, and he makes no secret what he would like to do to you.
Precious, spray the air a little bit more. It stinks real bad around here. I smell an axe attack. I smell an ex-axe attack on the rug or something. And as far as the Baron's concerned, let me tell you something, Redneck. They don't have me fooled. I mean, where's Rick Martel at, honey? Do we see Rick Martel around here anywhere? I don't know where he's at. He's hiding in his mother's basement up in Quebec City. That's what he's doing. Well, let me tell you something, Baron. I know one thing, and that is the guy's out to try to injure Gorgeous Jay. Well, there ain't no way, because Gorgeous Jay is the greatest wrestler in the world. It's not my fault. I keep telling everybody that. It's not my fault I'm the best-looking man that ever walked the face of the earth.
Well, Gorgeous...
Shut your mouth. It's not my fault, man, that when I get in the ring with the Baron, I'm not afraid of you, man, just because you're ugly. I mean, everybody knows that. Let's have a poll right now. I mean, who is the ugliest man in the whole world, Precious?
That gross-looking Baron. Oh, ugly guy.
Gross, gross, gross. Spray the air just thinking about him. I like to tell you people in these arenas that I travel across Canada, United States, or wherever it is, do not smoke cigarettes. It's bad for your health. The Surgeon General already said it'll kill you. It gets in my hair, man. And Gorgeous Jimmy Garvin's hair is the only hair that is insured by Lloyd's in London, let me tell you. This ain't your just run-of-the-mill hair, you know what I'm talking about? This is the greatest-looking hair in the world. I mean, it's not my fault I was born that way. It's like I was born to be a wrestler.
Boy, we're out of time, fans. Coming up in just minutes, Garvin and the Baron. Wrestling fans, that, of course, light heavyweight champion Steve Regal in action against Tom Zink. But now, fans, as we told you, coming up later on today, that big main event, Gorgeous Jimmy Garvin to face this man, the Clawmaster out of Germany, Baron von Raschke. And Baron, you've got to beware of one. Everyone knows exactly what Garvin is capable of, but you cannot forget the presence of his valet, Precious, at ringside.
Das ist richtig. You know something? I've been waiting a long time to get this match. The people have seen the kind of trickery and treachery this dancing, preening prima donna is capable from. He is not a man. He hides behind the women's. Well, here, Jimmy Garvin, I'm going to find out what you are made from out of. I'm coming to the ring with one purpose, and that's to defeat you. You know, you come out and say how handsome you are, how good-looking. You prance and you preen. Well, this is no beauty contest. I'm no fool. I wouldn't enter a beauty contest. But I will enter the wrestling arena, and I will compete against you anytime, anywhere. Tonight's my night. We're going to see what you're made of here, Garvin. That's all the people need to know.
All right, wrestling fans, remember that one, the Clawmaster Baron von Raschke, Gorgeous Jimmy Garvin, coming up later on today. As well as next week, you will be seeing this man, former heavyweight champion of the world, Nick Bockwinkel, going up against Curt Hennig. Nick Bockwinkel, right off the top. There's been conversation all throughout the world of professional wrestling that 1985 is seeing a very new Nick Bockwinkel in terms of your ring.
A very different Nick Bockwinkel. Now, many people don't realize, and a lot of them do, but then there's a lot that don't, that Curt Hennig's status in the professional ranks and in the overall picture of our sport is not nearly as high as mine, is not as big as mine, does not glow with a degree of importance. But if Curt Hennig were to catch a victory over Nick Bockwinkel, would that diminish my stature or would that raise his? Or would my stature stay high and his would just come up? Either way, Curt Hennig, I do want you to realize something. I cannot afford it. There are enough political forces who want to keep me away from the heavyweight championship of the world, away from Canada's own Rick Martel, who is the present AWA champion. But I do want you to know that I take no opponent lightly because I am someone to beat. I am the man that, other than Rick Martel, to get a victory over Nick Bockwinkel is the way to go. But I'm not going to let it be for you. I'm going to have to I've got to beat you. And next week, that's what I plan on doing.
All right, wrestling fans, stay with us. More great action coming up right here on TSN.